Prince Institute. Exercise 153. Sir Happy Singh. Ready? Start. Mr. Deputy Speaker Sir, I thank you very much for allowing us to discuss this rape in this house. Rapes are committed with a plan and sometimes by accidents and sometimes by a gang with one lady and sometimes by many people with many ladies. When discuss this matter, it becomes very much doubtful. There are some planted cases and there are some actual cases. In planted cases, we could secure the punishment, but in actual cases, the persons are set free. So, what I would like to say here is that the rape is a crime committed by a single man. Many times it happens that it is vindictiveness which relates to the previous incidents. In a gang rape, it may be vindictively done in a village or a town, not on political grounds but on personal grounds. In big cities where there are economic disparities, that is also the cause for the rape. How do we do away with that? Can we do that by legislation with a heavy punishment as proposed by some of my friends? In my opinion, any amount of punishment will not help us unless the society is basically changed, unless the fabric of the society is changed. We know that a man who has committed the murder is given the capital punishment, he is hanged. How far have we been able to control the murders in this country or in any part of the globe? Therefore, it is the society that should be changed. There are defective laws. Take, for example, the Indian Penal Code. The punishment awarded under it is considered to be very meager. Even if heavy punishment could be awarded, the investigation is defective. In the Evidence Act, there is a dictum that two criminals escape from the clutches of the law, but not a single innocent person is punished. When we see the civilization of the human beings on the one hand and the crimes on the other, unless the proof is given, we cannot punish any person. As the Honorable Minister suggested, the crime is to be investigated and the punishment is to be given. In my opinion, when we study the Evidence Act, we find that it is not possible for us to punish a person who has committed the rape. It is not a problem of one party or the other party, but it is a national problem and it is an economic problem. It is a relative problem. Even in America, which is the richest or the affluent country, rapes are committed regularly and systematically. There too, the culprits escape for want of evidence. Therefore, my appeal to every institution, Rotary Club, and society is this. There are many institutions in this country, and they should take this as a social evil and try to help. If a murder takes place anywhere, or if a rape or any dacoity takes place anywhere, nobody is prepared to supply the evidence. What has the police got to do? We cannot blame the police officers independently or any government machinery. Nobody wants to protect any wrong man. Who can protect them when there is adequate evidence? It is lack of evidence which leaves the culprit to go scot free. Therefore, we will have to think very seriously to amend our laws or enact legislation. Take, for example, adultery. It is a crime where only a meager punishment is awarded. The culprit actually kills thousands of people. The number goes no multiplying. Where a murder is committed by one or two fellows who have previous history or something to grudge against, they may become saints after murders. But the criminals who regularly commit the murders should be awarded an exemplary punishment. Therefore, my appeal to the House is that we have to socially change and socially educate through the textbooks, publicity, and cinema. This national character has to be developed. There should be strict scrutiny before a film is allowed to be released. It should be seen that it will have a healthy influence on the coming generations, and at least for 10 years we must completely ban release of all such films which have bad influence on the minds of the people. Sir, as far as dowry problem is concerned, our late leader Sanjay Gandhi took it up as a great challenge. This dowry evil is inherent in our system and affects both Hindus and Muslims, and this system of society cannot be changed sufficiently. There has to be systematic and organized social condemnation of this evil in the society. Sir, this dowry evil is not a problem for the industrialist or a doctor or an engineer or an IFS officer, but it becomes a problem because it has percolated to the lower middle class people. It has become a prestige issue and it is being copied by illiterate masses. Now, legislation cannot help much in its eradication. We will have to do social condemnation of this evil. Sir, a woman has been respected in this country always. She is a mother, and a mother is greater than God.